Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is gonna be just a little bit of a chill, trying newish makeup video. This is not makeup that is entirely new. Most of these things I've already shown in a video, but I just want to try them again, see how I feel, and have a better idea about them for when I'm gonna actually review them and rank them. And I just wanted to kind of take you with me and just do a little bit of a makeup playtime and just play a little bit with these products and give a little bit more of an opinion about it maybe after using them a couple of times. So I've noticed that it is a little bit more difficult to actually review products right now with my current situation and working full time. So I thought, you know what, if I actually film it, it's gonna be a lot easier because that is like an extra motivation to actually use them. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make it pretty chill. Maybe I will put some music under it, I don't know yet, but at least I'm gonna dive into some products a little bit more and use them again. So let's get right into it. So I just zoomed you in right away. I'm already wearing eye primer and I'm thinking what I want to do because I want to try this 24-hour hyper hydro skin tint by Catrice again. But the first time that I tried this, I actually quite disliked it. I really didn't like it. So do I want to put this down first and then if I really hate it, just take it off, or just take the risk, do my eyeshadow and then put this down? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna apply this because if this is the first thing that I actually apply, I can still kind of try and make that work. The last time that I used this, it looked very dry. It looked really dry. I didn't put it on freshly moisturized skin, but now my skin is actually freshly moisturized. Why is that word so hard to say right now? Moisturized. It is freshly moisturized. So I want to see if that makes a difference. So I'm just going to apply some to my face. I also put a little bit of concealer underneath to see how that works together. I didn't feel like this had a lot of coverage to it. I didn't feel like it made a huge difference. It just made my skin look very dry. So I'm just going to take this kind of flat kabuki style brush and let's see what happens when I work this in, if I do like it today, because I really didn't like it before. But you know, products deserve a second chance, and it might be that there's something I did wrong when I used it the first time. So we're just gonna see. The thing that I noticed when I applied this the last time was that my forehead looked very dry and like really crepey, and it emphasized all the lines there, and I looked really wrinkly, and I usually don't look that wrinkly or dry. Yeah, I still don't like how this sits on top of my skin. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but I don't feel like it makes my skin look any better. I don't really like how this looks. I think it just looks very dry and really wrinkly. It just emphasizes texture. I don't think it's as bad as the last time, but it just doesn't make my skin look any better. And I have to say, I have to add to this that I am not someone who ever wears skin tints, foundations, any tinted products to perfect my skin. The only thing that I wear is a concealer. So it might also be that I don't like the way those types of products look on my skin, but at least I don't think this makes my skin look very good or a lot better. I liked my skin more, I think, when I was just wearing the concealer. I just feel like it went into my lines a lot on my forehead. Yeah, I really don't like this one. I don't know if I'm gonna try this even more. I don't think there's much to do to save this one to make this work. But it doesn't look like that bad on camera, so I'm gonna leave it on. But this is probably gonna be a miss for me. I don't really like that one. Okay, for the eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna move on to the Glaminatrix Silent Night eyeshadow palette. I only did one look with it so far, and I think it is time I did another look. I actually did not end up picking up the Nocturnal palette. I was planning to pick up the palette for a long time, but then I couldn't grab it right away, and apparently it was sold out in minutes. And then the next pre-order was gonna be for May, and in May I don't wear those grungy kind of murky shades anymore. I just know myself. In the summer, I don't grab for those types of palettes. I don't grab for those types of shades. Also, it would be really, really late. It wouldn't be relevant anymore. So I wouldn't use it for myself. I wouldn't really use it for my channel. So I decided to skip on it. And then maybe once fall 2022 comes around and I still feel like I want it then, or I feel that I want it then, because it is more of a color story for me for that type of year. If I want it then, I might pick it up just for myself, not really for the channel. But okay. The Silent Night eyeshadow palette, I did a look kind of using these shades the most before, and also fairy lights. So I kind of want to do a look using these shades now, and I'm gonna keep it pretty simple because I just want to really test out the eyeshadows. I don't really want to do a very intricate look here. I just want to know what these eyeshadows are about. So I'm just gonna take a crease brush, and I think I'm gonna start out with the shade Stalking, so the kind of berry red shade. I feel like this is gonna blend out pretty pinky, and I don't know if that's gonna combine perfectly with the orangey shade, but we're just gonna try it. I felt like there was quite a big difference between the blue and the green in this palette, so I really want to see how this one feels and blends, because the green was quite dry, but the blue was really, really pigmented. So let's just see. This one is nice. It blends out well. I don't feel like you have to wear this one like super deep. You can kind of build it up, which is nice because that makes it a bit more versatile. By the way, it's raining really, really hard. Like 2 days ago, we had a crazy storm in the Netherlands, and now the weather is still kind of crazy. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. Maybe if it's like really bad, I will put a little bit of music under this video. This is not really a very red shade. I kind of felt like it was gonna be, but it's pretty pinky berry. But still pretty, I like it. Okay, I think I'm gonna go into the gingerbread shade, the orangey one, and I'm gonna put that in the inner part of the crease and just see how I feel about that. That one is really bright. I don't really wear orangey shades, so I just want to see how I can kind of combine this in a look, but it does work very well and it is very pigmented. Just kind of blending it together. Do I kind of want to blend this out? This is a different technique than I usually use. So still doing something fancy for me. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that kind of berry red shade again, and then deepening up the outer corner again and bringing that shade really back into the look. Just kind of blending that. I do like these mattes. I feel like the green is the only matte in this palette that is just a little bit dry. It's still workable, it's still buildable, but it's not my absolute favorite matte in this palette. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about these two shades together, because we do have a really cool tone shade mixed in with a very warm tone shade. I don't know if I absolutely love this, but at least the quality is good. I do like the quality. It's just that this color story isn't a color story that makes me go like, okay, I can do that look, I can do that look, I can do that look. It is like a very pretty shades, looking at them separately, but all together they don't inspire me that much. That was also the reason why I didn't want to grab this palette at first, but then I heard that you could actually remove these from the packaging and use them as singles. So if I end up not feeling as inspired by this palette, I might take these out and kind of mix them in with other shades, but we'll see about it. I'm gonna go into the shade called Tinsel, and I'm just gonna put that with my finger on my lid, and that is very pretty and shiny. That is really gorgeous. I think it is a very, very metallic formula. Very pretty. Okay, I love that shade. That is making everything look a lot better, I feel. So pigmented, so shiny. Just gonna blend the crease a little bit. And now I'm gonna go into the shade called Jingle Bells, the champagne over here, and I'm gonna put that in the inner part of the lid, and that is also very, very shiny. I think I like the shimmers better in this palette than the mattes. It's not that the mattes are bad, it's just that green one kind of threw me off when I first tried it. When I first tried this palette. And the shimmers really don't disappoint. So yeah, I think the shimmers are really what make this a great palette. Just gonna blend a little bit again. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of Sculpting again. And I'm gonna put that in the outer corner. Don't know if this is gonna make it look much deeper, but just gonna see a little bit, I think. That is quite a blown out look like that. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit on the lower lash line as well. Just gonna take the same shades as on the top. That orange is really very pigmented. If you love an orange matte, this is a good one. This is a nice one. I think I'm just gonna leave the lower lash line matte, but I am gonna put the shade Fairy Lights in the inner corner. That is very, very pretty. This palette really has beautiful shimmers. I really like Glaminatrix because the eyeshadows are just great quality, but also the shipping isn't that bad, even though it's all the way from Australia. It does take some time, but it isn't like the most expensive shipping. It's like maybe 15 euros or something like that, and it happens a lot that shipping is over 30, so that makes me already more excited about the brand. And yeah, they have great quality. This is really nice. But I think I might at some point take this palette apart. Even though I quite like this packaging, I think it's really nice and tasteful. It doesn't scream Christmas to me, but I can see the theming. But this color story I find just a little bit challenging. Okay, and now I think I'm just gonna go off camera, clean up under my eyes a little bit, do my brows, and put on some mascara. Something went wrong with the brow gel. I'm gonna fix it in a little bit. I hope I remember, but I have to let it dry a little bit. Okay, let's move on to the cheeks. What I wanna do is put on the LYS bronzer. I got the LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer in Motivate, which is the lightest shade. I just want to try this one again. I did try it another time after the video and I really liked it. I just wanted to use it one more time. I think it has a really nice color, a nice finish. Looks really nice and natural. Not too matte. And it has a nice amount of pigment. This is just a really good, decent bronzer. The type of bronzer that I'm really into, that kind of perfects your skin, makes it look very good and a little bit airbrushed. Like that. I feel like that makes me look a lot better right away. I love bronzer. Alright, and now I wanna put on, let me see, another LYS product. I wanna put on the cream blush, this one in Inspire on its own, because in the video I used it together with the other one that I have in Confident, which is like a little bit of a mauve shade. So I wanna put this one on my cheeks on its own and see how I feel about it. And I'm just gonna take a stippling brush. Oh, that looks really bright. I hope I can make this work, blend it out. I think this is gonna be so nice in the summer. Now it's a bit much. It's still pretty though, but it's a bit much for my skin tone, because this is like the fairest point for me in the year. When in March the sun starts shining a little bit more, I might get a little bit more of a tan. I might look a bit more like I ever see the sun. I do really love this shade, but it's a lot right now. It looks like a lot. This is how I can tell that warm colors aren't like my best colors. They aren't the ones that blend into my skin seamlessly. Like cool toned colors and neutral colors are colors that really work with my undertone. You can kind of see it when it looks like the makeup is kind of like laying on top of your skin instead of really blending in. It could be because it's not like the perfect color, but I don't always like to listen to that. Sometimes I just want to wear warm toned colors. I like that as well, but it's a bit harder to blend in. But I really love these cream blushes. They are so pretty. I really like the finish as well, just very natural. It has a very nice glow. Just look at that glow. It's so pretty. Okay, and now I kind of want to add something on top because there is a blush that I've been wanting to try, but I haven't yet. And I was so happy when I saw that this was released, that it was available, I mean. But I haven't touched it yet. So I want to try the Cheek Pop Pearl in Coral Pop. I just want to put a little bit on top. And maybe it's gonna be a bit much, but we're just trying makeup here. I really love the cheek pops and I'm really curious what this one is gonna be like. Of course, I'm gonna not see it completely because I already am wearing blush, but it might give me an idea. This one is also very warm, but it's a little bit lighter. It does look very nice and glowy. I like this combination. I really think this is a pretty blush. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit again. I love doing this when the blush is a little bit much. Just blending it. Maybe I put it a little bit too much towards the inner part of my face, but yeah, I'm just gonna accept it. I really love how these cheek products look together. I think this is very pretty. And then I just wanna use the Bridgerton, the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton Divine Blush and Glow Trio. I just want to use the highlighter in this. The highlighter in this is a bit dark for me though. So I'm just going to take the tiniest bit. If I have my highlighter brush, I'm just going to take the tiniest bit and kind of put that towards the back here. See if I can kind of blend this in together. I really like the formula. I think this is a very pretty highlighter. But I have to be a bit careful with the shade, especially right now. Maybe in the summer I can get away with it a little bit more. But the first time I tried it, I took way too much. And it does have a little bit of a deeper undertone. So I'm just kind of using this as a blush topper. Sometimes a highlight can also kind of tone down the blush a little bit and make it a little bit softer. What do you think about the cheeks? I really like how this looks. I just took a little bit of the highlighter, so it's not like blinding, but it did add a bit of glow. Okay, let me see if I can take off that bit of brow gel that I just smeared here. Is this gonna work? Not like completely dry, but now I've already started, so I just want to get rid of this. Okay, I'm just gonna accept it. It doesn't look like a spot anymore. Now, what else do I want to try? So I got this 2-in-1 lip product by Kiko from the Sweet Affairs collection. I really loved this one when I wore it for the first time. So I kind of want to use this one again. But I also got another shade. And this is the shade 01. But this one was a little bit light for me without a lip liner. So I'm thinking maybe I can kind of combine these two and see if I can make a custom shade that's kind of in between the two shades. So I think I'm just gonna do that and play around with that a little bit more. I just realized that I wanted to use the Epic Smoke liner by NYX. I haven't used this one a ton yet. I think only once, but now it's a little bit too late. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna add that in. So that's something for next time. Okay, let me apply this lip. Okay, I quite like this shade. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe a lip brush would be a good idea, but I don't really have one. But I think once I put the gloss on top, it's all gonna work out. So I'm just gonna wait for it to dry a little bit. But this feels so good on the lips. These liquid lips feel so lightweight. so amazing without the gloss. This is like the best feeling liquid lip that I own. It's so good. It just feels like nothing. It feels so silky. I'm kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't put the gloss on top, but on the other hand, I kind of want to do it. But then I want to try it one more time without the gloss, I think. What should I do? Gloss or not? Okay, I think I'm just going to put a little bit of the lighter gloss on. Just a bit. I really think this makes my lips look great. I really love these. And I also really love this combination. Okay, I think that was everything that I wanted to try for today. I feel like this was a pretty quick look, but I don't know, we'll see how long this video is gonna be. Okay, so this is the finished look. I actually think that everything that I used worked out very well today. I love how the cheeks look. I think the eyeshadow looks great. The lip looks great. The only thing that I just don't like, I'm just not gonna get on board with this, is the skin tint from Crease. I don't know if other skin tints might work for me, but this one I don't like. So that is actually gonna be everything for this video. That's actually all I got to say. I feel like I've already said quite a bit about these products, but if you have any questions, you can always ask me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you would like to see more videos with this kind of style. It's a little bit different from what I usually do, but I'm just gonna see what you think about it and see if I could maybe do this again, because it's not really like a first impression. It's just like a makeup playtime with some newer products. Okay, don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and then I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.